it's gonna have to.
So we have Jennifer, Ramon, Drea, myself, and Gianna. So this is our meeting.
25th?
Yeah.
On the 25th, it's our third meeting. So here we go.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so for chapter 4, the pen and the sword, it talks about like Hamilton's role in the war. So during the war, Hamilton was the type of person to pick up a weapon as fast as he can pick up a pen. He was a part of the militia, which he was very dedicated to, and he put as much effort into it as he did for his writings. He was very military educated. He helped Miles Cooper escape an angry mob on May 10th, 1775. He gave a passionate speech on the stairs. He knew like the speech wasn't gonna do anything for the crowd, but like it saved Cooper some time to escape through the back. And he said promoting their cause would disgrace and injure the glorious case of liberty. And it's the most telling incident in his early life. He showed courage during. Hold on. It was a courageous act showing he can separate personal honor from political convictions. Late spring of 1775 was when the Second Continental Congress happened, and it was perceived to be an event of pride, dread, hope, and confusion. Hamilton urged Canadians to join them in the Continental Congress. He was very active in that as well. His essay, The Monitor, left clues to his authorship, showing optimism of the revolution. Despite the war, he was still a good student. It talks about the Declaration of Independence being signed in here. Not that much, but it wasn't officially inscribed for another 2 weeks after it was written. It talks about an incident where his cannon killed 2 of his men, and he realized like how bad the war life really is. 'Cause, yeah. And then in October, he fought with Washington at White Plains, and it was a victorious win. But then 4 days later, the Patriots had to surrender at Fort Lee to Lord Cornwallis, and that's how the 4th chapter ends. So for the 5th chapter, The Little Lion, it mainly talks about like his relationship with Washington and some other people. So on Christmas Day in Delaware, they captured more than 1,000 soldiers, and it talks about how he was 22 years old and he was already doing so much with his life. Like he was successful. It talks about like him coming from. Hold on. I lost my paper. Hold on. It talks about like where he had came from when he was younger. I honestly forgot the name of it. But now he's here like standing side by side with George Washington, helping out so much in the war. And then it goes into detail about George Washington, how he was like a really angry child. Like his mom would write about him and stuff, being so mad at everyone. And when his half brother died, he became the owner of the family estate, Mount Vernon. He married Martha. He referred to Hamilton as my boy. Like that's how he would always address him. And they believe it's because like that's his surrogate son, like the son that he never had, because I mean they are speculating that he wasn't able to have kids since he never had kids with Martha. And Hamilton believes that he was not the greatest military leader because he had a lot more losses than wins, but he was a really good political leader. Hamilton helped Washington with his writings a lot because he was seen as like kind of like a silent guy. Like he knew what he was talking about, but he didn't know how to make his words flow right. They nicknamed Hamilton the Little Lion because of his courage and stuff, I think. Hold on. That's not right. Okay, well, yeah, that's what they nicknamed him. Jesus Christ. They talked about him being a flirt. Like, he would flirt with a lot of girls because obviously he had a way with his words. but like that didn't go that much into detail. His best friend was John Lawrence, and it goes into like detail of how they became friends and stuff. And then the chapter ends with Hamilton being blamed for Conway Cavill's resignation for exposing him for the liar he really is. And that was seen as like a success for him. And yeah, that's all.
Alright, cool. So as far as choosing the songs, I want to try and do that by probably this weekend. Are we gonna do it right
I
now?
made a document about
Okay,
it.
cool.
So like without looking at and like what we could possibly do.
Alright, so we're actually gonna probably do it right now. So
So like some songs became available because people went on to the two. And then I was thinking about how you mentioned wanting to use like different types of themes versus just like that point in his life. And something that popped up a lot for a lot of the songs and a lot of the themes was like hope and like persistence and being like strong-willed and stuff like that. So that we could have used that for like our skit or whatever to be the main focus to kind of like portray how like hopeful and like persistent Hamilton was, even though like a lot of people doubted him. So like songs that would go with those themes would be like The Story Tonight, Stay Alive, What Comes Next Could Be It, and I'll put in it. And then Tomorrow There'll Be More of Us, and then Nonstop. Those are like the ones that we could use. What I was thinking of using was The Story Tonight and Stay Alive, and then Tomorrow There'll Be More of Us, because I feel like it flows very well. And I feel like we could really tweak a lot of those lyrics to make like portray like how even though like there was a lot of hardships and stuff, like he still kept going. Or we could change one of the songs to the one where the king sings What Comes Next, to like kind of portray like how like some people like doubted him and like taunt him and stuff like that, even though it was just mainly about like the situation at the time. It was just mainly about the revolution, but not really at Hamilton. But like that would be like a good song to be like put it kind of in the middle if you guys wanted to do that. What would your thoughts? That's what I have.
okay. So you said one of them is The Story Tonight. So I know there's like two of those.
The
Right.
first one.
The first one,
Yeah,
okay.
because the second one's just the same thing. I think it has like one or two things that are different
Okay.
from my version.
So that's 34. I'll have you guys look at it real quick. So what you guys think.
I have this document of all the things if you guys want to look through them.
There's one of them. So which ones did you?
I thought the Story Tonight and then Stay Alive as one, and then there's one. I like have them molded. And then Tomorrow There'll Be More of Us.
Okay.
And just put Tomorrow. And that was one thing, and then like, because the main focus that we'd be doing for these songs is like, just this persistence to do all of it. And then we could switch one of them out for the taunting one, if you guys wanted to, like to.
Yeah. So what you're talking about is the taunting one. There's a song called what was the name of it?
What's next? Or something?
Oh yeah, What Comes Next, right? And that one's like a song sang by like the King of Britain. And it's basically like him doubting, like he's like, oh, what are you, America, like, what are you guys gonna do next? You know, like, you don't have any friends, you don't have any money, like, how you guys gonna survive? So it's like, so that's that one. It's just that one page.
This one?
Yeah. So that's one of the possible ones. The other one, stay alive. I think that's a good one to use if we're gonna do this. All right. First of all, are you guys cool with that? Doing it like our skit or whatever based on like not like an area of his life, but just the aspect about him, like his willpower.
Yeah.
You guys cool with that? Alright. Stay alive was.
Unless you guys wanted to do it also on love, because it does have some songs available about love.
What are the songs available for?
There's like the other one, Story Tonight, Wait for It. There's That Would Be Enough. And then Theodosia.
What was that one about? I mean,
I have no idea. I just listened to it and I just thought of like the thing with it. We haven't read it yet, but it starts here.
so there's that one, and then the last one was.
I could have played them. I have it on my Spotify, but I'm texting.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us, right?
Big people, this one's cool.
What's that? Oh. Yeah, so. What I could do is. Come on, I can try and send you guys the links on YouTube. I'll just look real quick for the songs. Like, these songs right here. And then.
Do you guys also play it on FaceTime?
Actually, I think you can. It doesn't.
Okay. Would you be trying to do this?
You want to do those three?
Yeah. Story Tonight.
I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory. But I will gladly join the fight. But I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story. When our children tell our story. They'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Something they can never
this one. I found it on YouTube. Just because it.
Yeah. And this one's Stay Alive.
I have never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence. Cavalry's not coming, sir. Alex, listen, there's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright, that's right. Don't engage, strike by night. Remain relentless till their troops take flight. Make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight. Outrun, outlast. Hit 'em quick, get out fast. Stay alive until this horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags, half mast.
Raise a glass.
I go back to New York in my apprenticeship.
I ask for French aid. I pray that France is sent to
I
ship.
stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery, and every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery.
We cut supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrust me with command. And every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command.
I'm a general.
Yeah, he's not the choice I would have gone with. He shits the bed at the Battle of Monmouth. Everyone attack! What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your knees!
There's so many of
I'm
us.
sorry, is this natural speed? Hamilton, ready, sir. Have Raphael take the lead. Yes, sir.
1,000 soldiers die in 100 degrees heat as we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat.
Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen.
Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from Christ to Christ. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon.
Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. Sure, we have a war to fight. Let's move along.
Strong words from Lee. Someone ought to hold him to it.
I can't disobey direct orders.
Out. Alexander, closest friend I've got.
Lawrence, do not throw away your shot.
The one which is Tomorrow Will Be Tomorrow.
There's a letter for you from South Carolina.
What does it say?
When our children tell our story, children tell this story, they'll tell the story of.
On Tuesday the 27th, my son was killed in a gunfight against British troops retreating from South Carolina. The war was already over. As you know, John dreamed of emancipating and recruiting 3,000 men for the first all-black military regiment. His dream of freedom for these men dies with him.
Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
Alexander, are you alright?
I am Pina.
Say.
So, first of all, are you guys cool with doing that with the persistence? Is that something you'd be interested in? And then, another, are you guys good with these songs? Or you good with them? Alright, so after this meeting, I'll go ahead and post these on on Blackboard as our song choices. So now we're choosing the song. This is kind of where you guys get into your roles a little bit more. Especially, I forget which one you is, but who's creating the performance type?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. So this is kind of. So do you think you'd be able to come up with a performance type by this weekend?
I mean, it depends on what we all want to do. 'Cause
Yeah,
we could like sing it, speak it, rap it, or do a skit. So it's basically what we feel comfortable doing for these 3 songs.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
So I mean, is there anything in particular that you would prefer to do, or at least not do? How about
We're not singing.
All right, we're not singing.
I mean, yeah. it
We're
doesn't-
not singing.
Spoken, that's cool. A skit, I'm cool with that. If you want to
Yeah,
sing, but Adrian said she
anything
wanna
but
sing,
singing.
or rap, I can't put that much rhymes together. But
All right.
either one.
Okay. So, are you guys cool with either skit or spoken word? Okay. So I guess we don't have to decide that right now, either skit or spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
But by this weekend, I'd like to kind of know, which one. And I mean, obviously, that'll be between all of us, not
Mhm.
just you. And once that's decided, that's when it kind of shifts into your role. Just kind of what's going to be in the skit. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about? Anything you wanted to add on? Something we should talk about?
Do we have to do like a skit for each song, or I
I think we kind of have our.
or can we like mix it up? Like,
I think we can mix it. I think that part's kind of up to us. I think a lot of that is going to be. I think that's a lot of your role, if I'm correct. Us in how it's all going to be put together. I mean, obviously, you'd be like helped in that, but yeah, I think as far as that, that's kind of up to us how we want to do that.
Mhm.
Like we could do one skit with kind of all the songs combined, and do 3 separate little acts of a skit
Yeah.
or a spoken word. Also, try and familiarize yourself with these 3 songs. Listen to them, read them a couple times, just to kind of get a feel for like what we're actually kind of like presenting, so we all kind of have the same picture of what's kind of going on. So. Alright, so I guess by the time we meet next, so by like I'm assuming next Wednesday, I'd like to have like what we're doing, and then at least starting have worked on how exactly it's gonna come together. So I think that'll be our goal for this week, is kind of start to get like a little, almost like a rough draft of what the skit or spoken word is going to be, like how it's going to be presented. Like, are we doing separate, like 3 separate ones, or like all jumbled together? So by Wednesday, I'd like to have that at least somewhat figured out, or like ideas about it.
yeah.
Should one of us start a document of like all the song lyrics at least on that document, and then like they can go forward? Like, I think that'd be easier like if it's on Google Docs and all of us can work on it, and then like when we decide which one doing a skit or a spoken word, we can start changing up the lyrics or adding like dialogue to Google Docs, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I can do that today. I'll make a Google Docs with you guys' emails. If you want to put the email you want to use in the group meet, I'll add you guys to it, and then I'll have the lyrics for the 3 songs. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know that we'd be changing much of the lyrics like this week, but I know for sure once we really start to get into like developing the skit or the spoken word, we'll have to really like work on that, right? So, but I'll go ahead and make it today with the 3 songs, with all the lyrics and everything, just to have it. So, anything else you guys want to add? We're good? Andrea, anything you want to add?
Huh?
Anything you want to add?
No.
Alright. So.
Oh, next week, the schedule with my new work is. But I'll actually be able to meet this time. Okay. So can we meet like in front of Subway next week?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's it for today. So
Okay, bye.
see you guys on Monday.